All right, Shalom. Call all you how about Shah. Shalom to the elect. Now, I seen this video online, boy. I was dying laughing, man. Let me go to this shit. Esau shit is fucking through. As you look and watch on the news, even these old Edomites know they shit through. And this is video. I want to touch on this a little bit more too. In this one video, it says, could USA defend its homeland against a nuclear attack? And the answer is, fuck no. Because when all these nations gang up, it's a wrap, man. That's why the scripture talk about that in the book of Revelation. Now, let me let this video play before I get a little too excited. Let's see what's wrong with the volume on here. Give me a minute. Make sure. I'm going to have to plug my headphones in. Salaka, give me a minute. Let me plug these headphones in. I don't know why the... Or the background. It ain't playing in the background like that. Alright, Salaka. Let me let this video play. But hey, if the video didn't record at the beginning, call on how about Shah, Shalom to the left. I can tell you how about Shah. Hey, Esau is fucking through. The powers that be know it. The ones that so-called upper class, they know it. And they see ourselves moving. So they want to escape, try to put all these safety nets and safety measures in place. They want to go underground, go in the water, and they space. Not in space cities, but they're underwater cities. But they actually have that. Go look it up and just take my word for it. Space hotels and shit. Space station. Ain't none of that shit gonna save them because they're just gonna escape just to get their ass thrown in captivity. And then in Babylon through, like I said, I want to touch on this other video. It says, "Could USA defend its homeland against a nuclear attack?" The answer to that question is no. No matter how many defense mechanisms they put up, the Most High already ordained it for it to go down like this. That's why we don't really have to do nothing physical against Esau. Send them prayers up, keep pushing that word out, keep calling on the name Yahweh Shem Shah, facing the east, and he hears us. More chariot sight is evident. The angels, they monitoring and doing what they do, and they taking the prayers right back up. Let me know this video playing on me. Such a few more precepts. And he 100 years old, right? So let's just say 100 years ago from now, he might have been born in what? Let's see, he fought in what war he fought in? Probably World War II, World War One, somewhere around that time frame. So he might have was born maybe like in the 40s, late 40s or 50s or some shit like that. If I'm mistaken. Could be a little off on the math, so still like it. But this devil right here, he talking about it was good back then. Matter of fact, let me get the precept real quick. This devil talking about it was good back then. That's because they had us in captivity during that time frame. It's a book of numbers. I'm just jump around through this and look at this. Esau, man, you Edomites. I know you damn devils, y'all be monitoring these videos. Y'all going into captivity, man. Y'all got to taste this judgment. Ain't no way around it. Like that one song, so ain't no way around it. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 24, and verse 17. It says, I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not now. There shall come a star out of Yahweh, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and shall destroy the children of Sheth, and Edom shall be a possession. They ain't say we're going, you know what, we're just going to let bygones be bygones. We're going to shake hands. Everything going to be cool. Like, look, what y'all did was wrong, but we want stuff to be better now. Let's work together. No, ain't going to be none of that shit. They going to be up under us, just how they had our forefathers, which we are our forefathers. So basically, they had us in captivity. They ass going in there too. They got to taste that shit too. And theirs going to be way worse than what they did to us. Ours ain't going to be shit compared to what they got to go through. It says, Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly. Out of Yahweh shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. Now, I ain't going to read the rest of that, but hey, you get the message. Let me go back. See, you read. See, when he went to church, they ain't read these precepts to their ass. They ain't read none of this. They ain't tell them none of this. They was playing around. Everything is beautiful. Yeah, for them, it was at that point it was beautiful, but now shit got to get ugly for Esau. This book of Isaiah, chapter 11, verse 14, it said, but they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west. They shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them. So these heathens, they not gonna be, ain't gonna be no, oh, we gonna work with y'all. No, they gonna serve us. We've been serving them. People always talking about karma, and you reap what you sow, right? Book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 17 said, also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that go by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. This place gonna be desolate. Ain't gonna be nothing. Ain't gonna be nobody to dig no bunker up in the in the mountains somewhere up under the ground and some shit, and they come back out and rebuild Babylon. Like, no, this place is gonna be through. Let me see what else I'm gonna do. Book of Ezekiel chapter 25 verse 13 said, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Tema, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. This book of Ezekiel chapter 25 verse 14 it says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do on Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh. Book of Ezekiel chapter 32 verse 29 says, there is Edom, her kings and all princes which with their might are laid by them that were slain by the sword. They shall lie with the uncircumcised, and with them that go down in the pit, go down to the pit, as you say. And Esau, they get thrown in them down pits too. They're not gonna just be living in no houses or none of that shit. They're gonna be right outside in the fucking pit. And I know it sounds harsh, but what we went through was harsh, so they gotta get that judgment. They gotta drink double. Look over Obadiah 1 and 8 says, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understand out of the mount of Esau? You got them trying to search out the stars and how these stars being formed and trying to look at the so-called beginning of time. Hey, Esau ain't searching out none of that all the way. The stuff is still being formed as we speak. And when they see stuff on the actual footage, this stuff being formed by the time that footage get back to them. So, hey man, you can't measure them heavens. You can't measure what the Most High created. That's the reason for that. The book of Malachi 1 and 4 says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call it the border of wickedness. And the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. And that's why you see all the stuff going on. People wonder, oh, what's going on with America? Is it going to come back? Is the gas going to drop lower? Is the food market going to be better? And all this other shit with the currencies. Man, this place through. Let me let this place know. Oh, man. Look at Esau. Yeah, Esau wept. Oh, man. Come on, Esau. See, Esau fought for their own bullshit. That's what they really fought for. They weren't fighting to really try to make the world a better place and all that. Nah, they fought for their own bullshit, man. For their own little hidden agenda. Oh man, it's so good to see Esau like that. Oh man, look at Esau. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 10. This is what I'm looking for right here. Okay, just real quick. Ooh, hold on. Let me go back up some more. Let me go back up some more. Book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 9. It said, therefore as I live, said the Lord, out of wine. It says, the power of Israel, surely Moab should be as Sodom and the children of Ammon as Gomorrah, even the breeding of nettles and salt pits and perpetual desolation. The residue of my people shall spoil them, and the remnant of my people shall possess them. This shall they have for their pride. And hey, even though it says Moab and Ammon, shit, they was in cahoots with Esau. So Esau definitely go be a part of all this shit. Now it says, this shall they have for their pride because they have reproached and magnified themselves against the people of the Lord of hosts. Yahweh will be terrible unto them, for he will famish all the gods of the earth, and men shall worship him, everyone from his place, even all the isles of the heathens. The Ethiopians also, he should be slain by my sword, and he will stretch out his hand against the north and destroy Syria, and will make Nineveh a desolation and dry like a wilderness, and flocks shall lie down in the midst of her. All the beasts of the nations, both cormorant and the bittern shall lodge in the upper lintels of it. The bushes singing, and windows desolation shall be in the thresholds, and he shall uncover the cedar work. This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly, that said in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. How she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down there. Everyone that passeth by her shall hiss and wag his hand. Now let me see. This is another picture I want to get. Let this video play, then I get that. Look at Esau, man. Oh man, look at Esau. Yeah, and look, it's gonna be ugly when he come back to us. So look, let me get this preset. I ain't gonna play that whole video with you. I can't play that. Let me see. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49. Start the verse. Let's see. Start at verse 12. Says, but thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunk. Art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. Esau got to drink, man. It's time to get drunk, Esau. It says, for I have sworn by myself, said the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation and reproach, a waste and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and the ambassador sent it to the heathen, saying, gather you together and come against it, rise up to the battle. Now look at this video. And see, look, I want to skip to this part. They're not talking about them nuking. They're not talking about them nuking China. They're not talking about nuking Japan. They're not talking about nuking Germany. They're not talking about nuking fucking Amsterdam, or, Poland, or none of these other little areas. They keep bringing up Babylon. They keep bringing it up, man. It's no coincidence. And see, they already ran simulations to show how long it take to get from one side of the earth. Let me see this the other part right here. See, and you hear that? So look, that's why the elites they're gonna get up out of here once they find out that shit go. They already been making rockets and shit with SpaceX, so they can just go up into space at a moment's notice and get the fuck up out of here. While all this go down. Let me get this picture real quick. Let me see. The book of Jeremiah chapter 49, still verse 15 it says, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thy heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. Also, Edom shall be a desolation, everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof, as in the overthrow, Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord. God the one. It says, no man shall abide there, neither shall the Son of Man dwell in it. Let's see. That's on the ground. And see, something about to happen. This shit could be this coming month, next coming months. Something gonna happen to stir this shit up some more. And this part of it right here. It's in the book of Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 20. It says, therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he have taken against Edom and his purposes, that he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make the habitation desolate with them. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall, and the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. So something gonna go down over there to where they just gonna get pulled out because they trying to just. I've been looking at the news recently. You can check this out too as well. They just been sending weapons over there, basically through a middleman, but it's coming from the U.S. any damn way. They send it to one person. You know, people send it to Ukraine so it could look like it's coming from somebody else, but it's not. So something gonna pop up to where they get pulled over there anyway. And it's a draft going on right now. I know a lot of people right now that's been telling me they get ready to go into the Navy and the Marines and all that, in the Air Force and all that bullshit. Hey man, y'all gonna be right over there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, right along while this shit going down. Let me see. I don't want to put a little ass piece of on me. I'm gonna get a few more, then I end this up. This book of Revelation, chapter 18 and 17 says, for 1 hour so great riches has come to naught. Every shipmaster and all the company of ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar. Why? Because they ain't gonna be able to export no goods over here. They're not bringing none over here. Ain't nothing else coming back over here once this event actually takes place. But the elect, let's see. The elect gonna get delivered up when they talk about the Lord shall send his angels to the four corners of the earth to deliver the elect or gather the elect up. What people so called call the rapture, but the word rapture is not in the scriptures. But when they talk about that deliverance, this is gonna happen. This is why they're gonna get gathered up, so they don't have to take this judgment right here. So once they implement that charagma, the you know what, the badge of servitude, don't take it. If you take it, your ass ain't gonna make it. In the book of Revelation, chapter 15, I'm gonna end this off with this. Chapter 15, verse 2, it says, and I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and then they had gotten victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps. And through the spirit, you know, I don't want to write this out. I say that humbly. I'll be looking down at this shit like, damn, we went through all that shit. The Most High put us through all them tests, built us up, so we could make it up out of here. And you know it's gonna be tears of joy, people gonna be crying. All type of emotions gonna be going on when this event takes place. It's gonna be people still talk about the first Exodus out of Egypt still to this day. Hey man, this gonna be talked about forever. You know how people they like to tell stories and sit down and eat dinner and talk about different stuff and drink yan and tell stories. We're gonna be telling these stories. So I just wanted to bring this up. I don't want to write this out. It's edifying. Call all y'all watching y'all show. Shalom to the left.